Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Aggie Vermes Smith Group's Q&A. Today, I have a really special guest. Her name is Flavia Dutto, and she's from Lago Maggiore, Italy. I hope I said that right.
Perfect, really. I
So
did.
Flavio is from our Engel and Volker's offices, and I've invited her today because I think we have much to hear from Flavio. And so I'm going to just dive in. And really what I want to ask is, how are you and your fellow Italian families and people in Italy doing right now?
So first of all, thank you very much for the possibility to share our thoughts and our situation. It's a worldwide situation. We were nearly the first to have this situation in the world, the second after China. And at the beginning, it was really, we were in confusion as everybody because we are not used to deal with such a situation. But I felt is that at the beginning, the confusion, and then we changed this kind of feeling to start to innovate, to create and generate positive energy. So now everything is going better and better. It seems to be that we will reopen at the beginning of May. And I think that we have the opportunity really to discover innovation and some other way to, attract clients and to stay in touch and near clients. So
And
good.
how are you doing that? And how are you doing it? Using like Google Hangouts, Zoom, things like
Yeah, we are
that?
using, of course, Google Hangouts, Skype, of course. We are doing a lot of courses on the Academy, Engel and Völker's Academy
Yeah.
website. So it's really interesting because you never have time to follow to attend these courses, and it's really good to have time to focus
Yeah.
on what are the negative or the things that you are not used to do every day. So now we have the possibility to be more concentrated on new items. So it's
And
good.
how is the country recovering? Do you see that you've flattened the curve? So do you
Yeah.
feel like people, how is the morale? I think, how is the
So the
morale?
morale is at the beginning, as I said, everybody, the problem, and it will be reflected into the real estate market. If you live in a big city like Milan, for example, that is just 1 hour drive from Lake Maggiore, of course you are in an apartment and you don't have the possibility to go outside because now we are obliged since 47 days to be at home, and you can go outside just to go to the supermarket or to the pharmacy, of course wearing the mask. So if you have a garden or a big terrace, and better if you have a terrace overlooking the lake, of
Yeah.
course, you don't feel that you don't have your freedom. But if you are in an apartment, it's really hard. And I am every day on telephone with some people from Milan, of course, some clients, and what they want now is really to escape. They want to go
Yeah.
outside. But we don't know now the second level because now we have the curve is decreased most of. So we can go outside, seems to be from the 4th of May. But what we don't know is how will be the second level. So we will wear the mask and we do the visit with clients with the mask, respecting the distance between each other. We don't know.
And
But we will find.
is there a concern that there's going to be a second wave once you guys open up the country?
Oh, they don't think there will be because they are not sure we are all opening. Italy is divided into regions. So the northern regions seems to be Lombardy and Piedmont, near the two nearby each other. There will be maybe a slower open. There will be a slower opening. For the other region, we will start because the decrease of the numbers are really more important in the other regions. So let's see. We don't know yet, but we are ready really to. We have ordered masks and all the protection stuff to start again because we have a lot of clients that want to come from Germany, most of course, because we are not so far. It's just mostly a 3 hours drive, and so people are still, the interest is still there. So we want really, what we are focusing now is more, I mean, in the first period, these 45 days, is to be near people with the feeling to not to make them feeling alone. So it's not proposing properties, because
Yeah.
of course they know that we have properties,
Right.
but just be in touch with them. That is the most important thing, I think.
And, you know, one of the things I was speaking about this morning is I think collectively what we're finding is that people are communing.
Yeah,
We're connecting on a level that
yeah,
we've never connected before. We're having
I
more
agree.
compassion, more empathy. I think we're looking at each other because we're in this together. This is not a singular situation. You
I
can't,
agree.
it's, there's no color, there's no religion, there's nothing. It's all of us. And so I
Yeah.
think, you know, my hope and prayer is that we collectively as a world come together and, you know, with love and support and kindness. And so that's obviously,
I think that is the feeling that we is emerging. I mean, what I felt is really, I feel that everybody wants to be not to feel alone, but wants to be part of a community, as you said. So we want to, and this one reflects also in our job. I mean, we need the people are more respecting us somehow, because they are feeling that we are doing our best to promote the properties and to find out, for example, we had a lot of requests for holiday rent that we haven't before, from Milan people that would like to test this area and then buy properties. So we are really trying to find new properties just to be rented and to make them happy, let's say in brackets, so that they can enjoy the outside, even if, you know, the return for us is not a lot. It's not a question of percentage, really. It's a question to create, to restart again all together. So
yeah, that's an
I think that,
interesting point. I also see, I'm starting to see that here in the United States, where people are trying to get out of the big cities and they're trying to go out either to other
yeah,
states where it's a little more rural, or up here in Napa Valley wine country where they have more space. Because when you're in the cities and you're on top of each other and you share elevators and it's hard to distance yourself. So people are
yeah,
feeling a little bit, you know, perhaps claustrophobic. So I think there's going to
yeah.
be a big shift in commercial real estate and in residential real estate. And I also feel that people are going to start taking a different look at how they want to live their lives moving forward, because basically we've all been threatened our lives, right? So now
And
it's how do we want to live the rest of our lives in a way that is fulfilling? So maybe it's a little less materialistic and a little more about living and connecting and being with the people you
I
love.
agree. And you know, people want to have contact with the ground, with the grass, with the
Yes,
garden,
with dirt.
to
Yes, with the
plant.
earth. Earth.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that really what will be the market is that the apartments with no big balconies or small apartments, 2, 3 rooms, will the price will decrease. Let's imagine we are imagining 20% of the price, 20,
Yeah.
25%. Instead, the villas or the properties with a big terrace and a garden anywhere will get an increase. So, because as you said, people doesn't want to stay in big flats, in big apartments, and with no outside possibility. They want to be in the nature. They want to be involved in the, you know, in the earth, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So, let's talk about something fun. What is your favorite Italian meal to cook? I love cooking. So,
Just guess. What do you
spaghetti
think?
bolognese.
Oh, more or less lasagna, of course,
Ah, I love lasagna.
with bolognese sauce. So we can do
Bolognese.
next time. I
Yeah.
can prepare the sauce and I show you.
Oh, I would love that. Let's do that. I'm going to
Because you
take you up
know
on
there are
that.
some secrets in the Italian cooking. You know, you must do the meatballs, okay, but
Yeah.
it must be carrot, but it must be Italian olive oil, of course.
Okay.
So and it goes minimum 4 hours.
Oh,
So you need to
I
cook
love
the
it.
sauce for 4 hours. But we will do that. Maybe the beginning and the last
I
of
think
the
that's a great
recipe
idea.
process.
I think we should most definitely do that. I'm up for that. Okay,
Good.
and so share an uplifting story that you've experienced through this process.
So personally, and in my team, I am the team leader of a shop in Lago Maggiore, and I have two agents. It's always difficult to transmit your energy to people when you are not, and we are Italian and we want to be in touch with people. We want to touch people. And so for us, it's really difficult to be just virtual. We must be physically involved. But what I felt, what we did is because we don't have a lot of videos of properties, so we are starting to do virtual tour using the photos. So we put our face in front during videos and present the photos as we have clients in front of us. So it's really good because it's a test and we can just use it in the future also, not only now, but it's just a way to create new team building. Let's say we just focus on a property and get suggestions, a new kind of way to promote the house. So it's really great anyway, even if it's an incredible situation, and we are all linked together and full of energy. And I think that our mentality will change, our relationship will change.
Yes,
better
I think so
better than
too.
now.
I hope so too. So Flavia, I want to thank you so much for taking time
Thank
to
you.
spend with me today. You are an absolute delight. I also would like to convey, and I know I can speak for all Americans, that our hearts and our prayers are with you and your country. I often, read about what's going on and what you have been through, and we're going through it here as well. But our prayers and thoughts are with all of you. I love the Italian people. I love the country there, and I cannot wait to come back. And I will be sure to visit you for sure
Yes,
in Lago Maggiore.
sure. I wait for you. I wait for you, for
And you're
all of
more
you.
than welcome to come visit me in Napa anytime.
I will for sure.
Okay.
Grazie again. Thank you very much. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you so much,
Wish you a
Flavia.
good day.
Okay, you too.
Ciao. Bye bye.